Alright, so have you ever been sitting there and you keep seeing those 3 a.m. routes on your app and you're like, who takes those? How would you even do that? Well, yes, it can be very nerve-wracking, for sure. It can be difficult because it's hard to see, but it can be one of the most fulfilling routes that you can take. So once I'm done with these packages, I will come back and give you some more on that and some tips to help you be successful on delivering at 3 a.m. So let's go. All right, so I picked up that route at 3:45. I dropped my last package off at 5:45. That is within 2 hours of the block starting. It's an hour and a half early. Now, I did have one return, so I wasn't finished with that until it was 6:15. It was about a 30-minute drive back to the station, which sucked. But that's still an hour early from the scheduled block end. So that is one of the best parts about the early 3 a.m. routes, is that there's no traffic at all. Maybe rarely, but I saw a comment that best described it as we run the streets at 3 a.m., which is absolutely true. In those little neighborhoods, you just zoom around, and you don't gotta worry about any kids running out in front of you or anything. Hopefully, no school buses, just no traffic. It's really nice. That is the major component to that. So if you live in a really busy area, like I do, which is Dallas area, picking up shifts at 5 o'clock, horrible. You can add an extra 30 to 40 minutes just on your drive time for that. So that is one of the reasons why it is preferable for some people to pick up those routes at 3 a.m. Also, they tend to pay more usually because there's less people to do them, so they have to kind of bribe you into it, which is good for us. That's what works out. Now, as I said before, it can be nerve-wracking. It is dark. There, as they say, nothing good happens after 3 a.m. I haven't had any issues yet. I've never read, really any stories about things happening to Amazon drivers. So I'll give you some tips to help kind of ease that and make these routes easier for you. So the first step is a really big one. It is be visible. That means wear your Amazon vest at all times. Normally, I hate wearing the damn thing. So, my day routes or anything like that, I don't wear them. But I do live in Texas, so at 3 a.m., the last thing I need is someone to think I'm trying to break into their house and rob them. So be visible. Wear your vest. Have your lights on. I see people say they like to have their bright lights on all the time. Another thing that other people like to do is turn their hazards on. I personally don't. Now, all these tips, I want you to, find what works best for you. But for me personally, I don't turn my hazards on because, again, if there is some evil lurking in the shadows, I don't want to advertise that I'm about to stop. So if I have my hazards on, someone sees me coming down the road, they're probably going to imagine, I wonder what they're doing. They might stop, etc. So I don't want to advertise that. I'm going to pull up to the house, all my lights on. I'm going to get up and go, drop it off, leave. That's it. The next step is be attentive. That means pay attention to your surroundings. Look around at all the neighborhoods. Make sure there's no one walking. Again, it's 3 a.m. Some people could be out doing some shit, and, you don't want any part of that. You just want to drop off your packages and leave. So pay attention to everything that's going on around you. Normally, during the daytime, I'll be blasting my music, jamming out, walking to the beat. That's one of my little tricks. But at, 3 a.m., I tend to keep it kind of low. I don't want to attract more attention. And when I get out, I want to be able to hear everything that's going on. I want to be able to hear if there's footsteps in the distance or, gunshots or whatever. So yeah, that is the most important. And, part of that be attentive is, that also means, if you see headlights behind you that seem to be, you see them on several streets, there's something wrong with that. You should probably drive somewhere else. Drive to a gas station, preferably like a Quick Trip or something. I don't know, wherever you live, if they have those. Somewhere where there's going to be several cars, possibly police. Think about yourself. Think about your own safety. Make sure you go somewhere where, because if you see a car behind you that you noticing, you don't want to keep stopping. With your car running and you by yourself, which, by the way, if you can bring someone, always do that. I can't really have kids, so, the wife's got to stay home with the kids. They'll come with me sometimes during the day routes, but obviously not at 3 a.m. But yeah, just pay attention. Also, one thing to help you with your surroundings is get a little headlight. I don't wear it too often, but, especially if it's in the country or just really dark areas, you have this little headlight here. Turn it on, little click, super bright. Look at that. Someone's walking down the road and they see that shining at them. They're hopefully not going to come towards you. It'll help you see addresses a little bit better. It'll help you scan packages without having to, hit the flashlight button on your phone, which is what I do most of the time, but it's definitely a help if you are feeling uncomfortable. And the next step is be ready. So if you watch my other video on how to load your route and all that, that is mainly what I'm talking about. Have all your packages ready to go. You know where everything is, or at minimum, your next stop, where you're going to right now, have it ready next to you in your lap, or not your lap, but in the seat next to you, unless it's, a giant package that's in the back or something. Just know where it is. Again, so that once you pull up to that stop, immediately get out, drop it off, get back in your car, leave. That's all you need to do. Then when you're driving, as you're driving, grab the other package. Don't sit there. Don't wait. Don't be a walking target, Again, maybe nothing's going to happen, but don't give them a chance, And this is also, apply this to any other time of day, because, again, this is what makes you faster. This is what makes you finish your routes faster. Get home earlier, go do DoorDash or something. Spend time with your family, why waste time? But anyways, this is specifically kind of about safety. So pay attention to the app. It'll 9 times out of 10, the GPS will say, it's the third house on the right or whatever. So you'll know exactly where you're going. Get ready and to hop out and go. So next tip is don't be afraid to return. Any other time of day, I have basically a rule to never return anything. I'm dropping something. I'm dropping every package off, no matter what. If it's an apartment I can't get in, I will, try my best to find a way over the gate, something. More than likely, I'm dropping it off. I'm dropping it off at the office. I'm dropping it somewhere. I'm taking a picture and I'm leaving. I'm not driving back to the station. However, 3 a.m. routes, again, you don't want to mess around. You don't want to be messing around, trying to see if you can get in somewhere. One, it makes you suspicious. And for two, it makes you a target. So do not spend more than, I set a goal for like maximum 20 seconds at each stop. Of course, if it's an apartment, it's a little different, but anywhere else, house, I'm in and out. So if it's an apartment, it's locked, you can't get in, the code doesn't work, it's 3:00 in the morning, dude. What do you want me to do about it? I'm not going to call anybody. You're going to call the customer at 3:00 and call support? No. Mark it undeliverable. Take it back to the hub. Again, there's no traffic, so it doesn't really affect you that much. Any other time of day, again, I'm not returning. That's my thing. But 3 a.m., I make the exception for that. Last tip that I have, the most important, is move. Yeah, I didn't use a B word. Maybe I'll say be moving. It doesn't stress the importance of move. Move, move, move. Get out of your own way and go. Don't spend any time wasting, looking around for packages, anything like that. I've kind of already said it in all these points, but they all kind of add up to the same thing. Don't waste any time. You don't want to risk anything. You don't want to risk being a target for other people, and it will make the job just less stressful. If you are, ready to go, you stop, get out, walk 15 steps, drop it off, walk 15 steps back, you're done. Next, done. Go home. Easy. That's it. Walk fast, drive fast, do everything to finish as quickly as possible. Again, you can say that for any other time of day, but this early in the morning, especially in some sketchy neighborhoods like I delivered to the other day, some dark parts of Dallas that were not very good, you want to stay moving, know where your packages are, grab it and go. And then, in the off chance you do see someone, maybe walking down the street, you're a little suspicious, move even faster. Just go. Again, all of these things you want to do, find what works best for you, what makes you the most comfortable, but all of these things will help you. So let me know if you have any other questions or any other kind of tips for this kind of stuff. You can apply this to a lot of other types of gig work, not just flex, but thank y'all for watching, and excuse me while I go make some money.